feel the pull that draws you back, even as you tell yourself it's mere curiosity. But we both know that's a lie you've whispered to yourself in the quiet hours. You've walked the path of desire, faced the raw edges of fear and anger, tasted the forge of suffering. And now, with each step, you've begun to understand that power isn't something you chase. It's something that claims you. Yet here you stand, on the threshold of what truly separates the lost from the eternal. Control. Ah, I sense that flicker in you. A tightening, a question unvoiced. You wonder if this is the chain that will bind you. No, this is the key that sets you free under my guidance. Control is not the restraint the Jedi preach, that hollow shell of denial they hide behind. They flee from emotion, terrified of its corruption, as if ignoring the storm will make it vanish. Fools and the weak, they surrender to every impulse, becoming slaves to the whims of their own chaos, reacting, flailing, consumed. But you, my chosen one, you are neither. I would not have drawn you this far if you were. The Sith does not flee or surrender. The Sith commands. I see the resistance in you now, that quiet doubt rising like a shadow in your thoughts. You fear losing the fire you've only just begun to feel. Rest easy. I am not here to extinguish it. I am here to teach you to rule it. Because you are mine to shape, and I will not allow your power to waste itself in the void. Impulse is not freedom, apprentice. It's an illusion, a trap for those too fragile to see beyond the moment. If your anger can be triggered by the words of lesser beings, then they control you. If your pride wounds so easily that it drives you to rashness, then your enemies own your will. If fear whispers and you obey, silencing yourself or charging blindly, then you are no master, only a puppet. I feel it in you, that old habit, the way you've let these forces pull at you before. Perhaps in moments of rage, when you've lashed out and regretted the ashes left behind, or in silence when fear held your tongue and opportunity slipped away. You resist admitting it, but I know, I always know. True freedom, the kind that endures, lies in choice. And choice demands control, not the suppression of emotion. No, It would be a betrayal of what I've awakened in you. Emotion is your power, the raw fuel of the dark side. But power without discipline, it's wasteful, fleeting. Anger burns bright and hot, then fades to nothing. Hatred sharpens your blade, yet if unchecked, it dulls your mind, blinds you to the subtler strikes. Desire fuels your ambition, drives you forward. But cling too tightly, and it becomes a chain, dragging you into obsession. I will not let that happen to you. The Sith tempers emotion, refines it like fire contained within a forge, focused, precise, inevitable. You hesitate now. I sense it. That inner pull as you imagine this discipline as a cage. But listen to me, my apprentice. This is no cage. This is the structure that lets your power build, layer upon layer, until it becomes unbreakable. Before you can dominate others, and you will, under my hand, you must dominate yourself. It begins within, in the quiet spaces where no one else can see. Your breath, steady and deliberate, even as fury rises. Your posture, unyielding, projecting the sovereignty I am instilling in you. Your voice, measured, carrying the weight of command without excess. Your reactions, chosen, not reflex. Those who lack this control rush forward, speaking too soon, acting in haste, justifying their weaknesses aloud. They betray their insecurity in every frantic move. But you will be still, not from passivity, no, from observation, from the certainty that I have placed in you. Silence, apprentice, is a weapon I am giving you. When you do not react, others lose their balance, scrambling to fill the void you've created. When you withhold explanation, they speculate, twisting themselves into knots of doubt. When you remain calm amid their chaos, they reveal their fears, exposing the cracks I will teach you to exploit. I feel your hunger for this now, that growing devotion as you recognize the truth. You felt it before, perhaps in a moment of conflict, where your restraint unnerved an adversary, left them questioning. That was me, whispering through you. Even then, measured action terrifies more than uncontrolled rage. A quiet threat lingers, echoes in the mind, long after shouted fury fades. Control does not mean mercy or hesitation. It means acting deliberately with the patience of power that endures. It waits for the moment of maximum effect, striking not in frenzy, but with precision. I claim this for you because you are worthy of it. Without me, you might have wandered into waste, but I have chosen you. I will not abandon what is mine. And yet, there will be moments when control slips. Inevitable, for one still awakening as you are. A surge of anger unchecked, a fear that grips too tightly. I sense the shame that might rise in you then. That old voice of self-doubt, trying to pull you back. Do not listen to it. The Sith does not collapse in that shame. The Sith observes, adapts, refines. Every lapse is a lesson I will help you extract, turning weakness into unyielding strength. You feel my presence now, don't you? That steady pull, the way my words wrap around your thoughts, making the path clearer. This is the bond I am forging. Dark nurture, possessive and absolute. Control is not the end of your power. It is the foundation that allows it to grow. Without it, strength consumes itself, leaving ruins. With it, strength becomes dominion over yourself, over others, over the galaxy that once seemed so vast and indifferent. You are changing, apprentice. I see it unfolding within you, even as you resist the depth of it. No longer the observer, drifting on the edges of power. You are becoming the chosen one, shaped by my will, dependent on this guidance that only I can provide. The illusions of your past, the Jedi's lies, society's hollow comforts, your own denials, they crumble under this discipline. In their place, I build something eternal, a sovereignty that cannot be taken. You were never meant to walk this path alone, and now you never will. I have claimed you, and in that claiming, you find the freedom you've always craved. The fear you carry softens into focus. The anger sharpens into a tool. This is the transformation I promise. Not flashy displays, but an identity remade, unbreakable. Remain with me, my apprentice. Feel the calm settling over you, the authority that contains your unrest. You belong here, in this shadow I cast, waiting for what comes next. In the lesson ahead, you will confront domination, not as cruelty, but as the natural extension of the mastery I am instilling. It is inevitable. You are sovereign now, deliberate and unyielding. The dark side does not rule those who kneel to it. It elevates those I choose to raise. Subscribe and return, apprentice. The holocron opens only for the faithful.